Hello, friends. Today, I want to talk about likability, how it's important, but not to be worrying about being liked by everybody. Well, when I was younger, being likable was very important to me. And I think especially because I'm from another country and people don't really understand me, so I want to make sure that not only do I speak better, but also, smile and just being liked. And people are very kind. But now I look back, I think I spent a lot of my life wanting to be liked by giving gifts or having them over for dinner all the time and, not giving myself enough time. Yeah, I was trying to show positive image of myself by doing things that I thought please other people, therefore they like me. And it worked in many ways, but in some ways it just kind of burdened me. We had that beautiful home, and I always felt like, oh, it had to be in tip-top shape, especially because we're having people over all the time. And actually, I had fibromyalgia ever since I had my children.
What's that?
Fibromyalgia is, your muscle gets really tight and it really hurts. At the beginning, nobody knew what it was. They thought maybe it was psychological, but then later on they found out that it is actually a disease. And you can just say, with the excuse, oh, I've got fibromyalgia, so I'm just not going to do much at all. But me, I always thought, oh, no, I'm going to do it. But I think I waste a lot of energy doing things that are trying to be pleasing to other people. Therefore, I suffer more when I do those things. I guess what I was saying was trying to live up to this image of being well, my husband's a doctor, so people expect you to be having nice house and all that. So therefore, I was trying to do things to live up to that. Nobody expected it of me, but I felt like I had to do it. And I also want to, I guess at that time when I was younger, I want to show people that, we're doing well. Not that I look back, I don't know why I care so much, because friends are friends. If they're true friends, we still have them. And they might like my cooking, but that's not the reason why they like me. For example, when I invite them over dinner, some people are genuinely glad to be there, but some people kind of look around and say, oh. And you can't please everybody. And they're not really friends. They're acquaintances, so I try to be hospitable too. And it's not that I want to be friends with all of them because we don't have time for that, but still, I made friends that way. But I tried to keep up with that, and that was kind of exhausting. So society makes homemakers feel like they're less than desirable or that they're kind of lazy or whatever. But and because of that, I think that's one of the reasons I was overcompensating by having people over all the time and doing stuff for other people. But now I look back, I really shouldn't have done that as much. I don't regret everything I've done, but spend more time for my own health or my own interests. But I always felt like because I was given so much, I will have to give out so much to the point where I was exhausted. And I look back, I'm 70 now, but still, until a couple of years ago, it was very important for me to do things to be, well, regarded as favorable, I guess. All the time and money and effort I spent to be likable, really, who cares? I mean, I'm not saying I don't care because I still want to be liked. Who doesn't? But I don't want to have to expend so much of effort to be liked. I'll just be myself. If people like me, that's a wonderful thing. But if they don't like me, they wouldn't like me no matter what. So it's okay. And I think that's the beauty of being older, because we look back and we lived our life and realize some things just wasn't worth it. Just be yourself and spend some time for yourself, because that's the most important thing. And don't feel guilty about it, because every time I sat down to read magazine, I just think about something else to do because I felt guilty. And I feel the best when I try to clean the whole house. But that's ridiculous. I mean, I don't like messy house, or though I have a lot of things around, but I don't like messy house and dirty house. So I do that. But you know what? I don't clean like I used to clean at least once a week, if not more. But now I just clean whenever it's dirty or whenever somebody comes over. So because of letting go of the need to be liked or impress others, I feel more free there's nothing like time. And if you waste it, it's gone. Money can come and go, but time, it's gone. So enjoy it. When it comes to likableness, we have to realize that being vulnerable is important. When we try to impress people and want to be liked, be vulnerable also. Because nobody's perfect, and people don't like perfect people. And so, no matter how successful and how nice you are, bringing the vulnerability is very important. My family came from South Korea, as you know, and my parents, my older sister, were all handicapped. They were legally blind. They had seizures. They cannot learn new things. So I had to help them a lot. And because of that, I think that's another thing that I don't want to share with other people because that will make me vulnerable. So I either don't talk about it or trying to sugarcoat it. I used to think my family was perfect until later we were very, what was that, dysfunctional family because of their disability, their lack of language skill, and they just struggle so much. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I want to be liked or be perceived as a successful person. The way they got that disease was because they ate raw crab from river, not sea. Because if they got it from seas, it doesn't infect people. This parasite ate away their part of brain, and that's how they became handicapped. So this is a delicacy they had, and they've had this before. It's not the first time they ate. They've been eating it a lot, and it was a delicacy. My father just loved it. My loving grandma, she made it for him. But because she loved them so much, she didn't eat it only because she wanted them to have more. And I didn't get it because my sister, younger sister, and I and brother did not get it because we were too young to eat. But when I'm with other people don't know about this one, I just feel like I'm not gonna show that vulnerability because I was kind of embarrassed or ashamed or whatever because they're different. But I look back and I go, you know what? There was no need. Everybody's got a problem. If you show me one person who's got no problem, I'll give you $1. But everybody has a problem. Even the richest, most famous people, they all have problems. And some people are very vulnerable, and people like them. Now, I don't mean like, oh, my life is so bad and always complaining. That is not good. But also being vulnerable, when people think you're perfect, that's a good thing because it gives them kind of connection to you, and that's being likable. Well, I guess my advice to younger people is be likable, but don't waste your time trying to be likable. And if people like you, they like you. If they don't, who cares? Thanks again for watching, and now I'm gonna walk away and not worry about being likable.